Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Will with Stockmate. Big moves are coming. Nvidia and IONQ and Quantum are set to release earnings tomorrow, and these reports could shift the entire market. If you're trading, you're investing, or you're just watching from the sidelines, kind of getting into how to invest, and you're looking at this AI boom, this is the moment to pay attention. So just so you guys know, let's jump into it. We're going to get into all of the earnings. And also, for a limited time, I'm reopening the virtual stock trading system where you can get exclusive access to live trading each and every morning and my predictive AI analysis software, as well as get into our Stockmate community. So you can see the Stockmate community here. We have price targets and all of the stocks that are reporting earnings this week. And this is only available for a short window. Click that private link in the description to get inside before it closes. You can see the full reopen in that first link. Sorry, the first link in the description. So let's take a look at the earnings that we have here in Stockmate for Wednesday. We're looking at this Nvidia earnings after hours. We got C3 AI tomorrow as well. And then we also have IONQ. So Salesforce is there too. That'll be interesting. But yeah, IONQ and Nvidia are reporting earnings tomorrow. So if we take a look at IONQ and Nvidia, these are stocks that recently have pulled back a little bit. And a lot of the quantum market is going to be fluctuating more or less from Nvidia and IONQ. IONQ is a leader. And if we jump into IONQ, maybe you guys are familiar. We had a big sell-off in quantum back here. IONQ went from $54 down to $27 a share. And we went to the event, CES, where this announcement took place, where Nvidia CEO said that quantum is a lot further out. And we got some inside info. We got to talk with all the executives. We got to talk with Microsoft, IBM, and IONQ. And they were actually very bullish. They said, those announcements that Jensen said, they're not quite accurate because quantum is being used right now. You can see some of their use cases. They're using 450 algorithmic qubits to pull CO2 out of the air, better battery materials. They even changed their site name to Quantum is Now. And with 1,000 algorithmic qubits, they help revolutionize the pharmaceutical industry. So improved drug discovery, as well as quantum machine learning. So that's all great, but you see these partners, you see Nvidia, you see Microsoft, and you get into IONQ and you see where they're being used. If you go to Amazon Bracket or Microsoft, you can tap into this quantum computer, IONQ, and use this quantum computer through the cloud. And so this is something that we're going to see. The earnings, are they reflecting that there is improved usage in the quantum computing company? Yes, there's a slower trajectory. It's taking time for basically AI to go from GPUs to using more QPUs. But when we get into IONQ's stock, you could see that their revenue, they've been missing the earnings per share. They've been beating the revenue. And what we'd like to see is improved earnings per share. And of course, year over year, the revenue's up 100%. We'd like to see what that looks like here into quarter 4 of 2024 and what the net income looks like, because the net income is still negative. And while they have those investors like Amazon, Quantum, and BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, and Charles Schwab, and then you see the partnerships with Amazon, Google, and then also you could use them through Microsoft in the cloud. Now we're like, okay, how much usage is happening on these trapped ion quantum computers? And that's what we're going to see in their earnings tomorrow. So again, we're going to be watching it closely. It's after hours. This is something we'll see in IONQ. And then when it comes to the other big mover of the market, which is the biggest mover of all, is Nvidia. Nvidia is the stock that, while the whole market was selling off a little bit yesterday, Nvidia was a bit positive and it was keeping the entire S&P 500 above water. Now today they were down about 2%. And we see some sell-offs happen on Nvidia stock a little bit, and they're quite high compared to last year. So the earnings, they've been crushing earnings, basically doubling their revenue. And they're expected, what do we have here in Stockmate for the earnings on Nvidia? Let's take a look what we might be expecting. I think it's here in number one. Um, we're expecting that their revenue is expected to increase 73%, reaching 38 billion. And despite emerging competition from, for example, DeepSeek or other companies, they have had this anticipated release of the Blackwell chip that's going to be used in a lot of companies. We know they're being used in XAI, so Elon's company, Amazon, Alphabet's, and Meta, which is anticipated to drive growth. So the price target right now, it's at the current price that we have with Nvidia, it's about $127. The price targets that we have is up in that $150 range if things go according. So again, the last earnings that they had, it actually, they crushed their earnings, but it took them a little bit to continue up in their direction. They kind of just consolidated. We'll see what happens this time. They're not below the 200-day moving average. They're still bullish. What we would anticipate is that they're going to bounce here, going to see revenue jumps with more investments in AI, and that we're going to see Nvidia continue in its upward direction. So we'll see what that happens. We'll see what happens after market close tomorrow, and we'll also be watching some stocks in the market open pre-market. I think tomorrow, let's see what we have. There is Clear, so you got Stellantis, we got INVZ there as well. So we'll be watching closely what companies, how they do as we get into the earnings season and it starts to heat up here even more. So again, guys, we'll be following these ones. IONQ, Nvidia, they're anticipating that there's going to be more usage of their tech. IONQ will be particularly interesting as they really do need this recovery right now as they're starting to sell off a little bit, and some positive earnings could really have a great impact on the stock's performance here in the coming weeks. So we'll see what happens. For those of you guys that would like to get access to our virtual stock trading system, we have a class on Thursday. It's launching. It's that first link in the description to see what it's like, what's the video, as well as inside. I don't know if this is still running. I might have to refresh. It might not be running. That's okay. Maybe I can get it going for you. I would love to see this because I'm really excited. Today we're flying to Miami. So I have a flight that's about 5 hours across the US today. So I'm not sure how like uploads are going to be. We might have a video that comes out regardless, but I wanted to show you guys this. It says site can't be reached, but I wanted to show you how we're developing new software and how we're building out some of these tools that are going to make analysis easier. And up until now, you've had to do so much work to go through analysis. And we do analysis every single day on stocks. We go through three parts: the market, the analysis of the technicals, the fundamentals, the news, the financials. And then we have, the plan. What does the potential growth look like? And so as we start to get into this AI age, I would really like to get Mercatus, this software here, available for more people to use. And so as we get into it, a really good example, if you drop into a company like Rocket Lab, you can see this is basically future-based charting, and the market that it covers is also a network of markets. So it uses millions of data points, real-time data points, to look at how the different markets are connected. So for example, we can click on quantum, see some of these companies and how they connect to each other. We can see the AI, we can see which companies are starting to build partnerships and where emerging markets are being visualized. And this is a really cool bonus that you get in that virtual stock trading system outside of the 6 weeks of learning. So if you'd like to start to get access to some of the most innovative tools, again, it's that first link down below. And all you have to do is simply watch the video to see what it's all about. So Again, first link below. If you guys enjoyed and I earned your thumbs up, hit that like button. The main thing we're going to be watching is earnings. It's such a crucial time, especially for Nvidia here as we get into this Q4 earnings. So we'll see if they continue their trend. So again, thank you guys for watching. Do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.